apparently I have to rotate my phone. Ha! Hello again this evening. As promised, I'm back again, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of a review of what we've been talking about today, which were the 3 little known causes as to why your body's protecting you and why she goes into her primitive mode of automatically protecting you and storing fat and craving food and all that kind of stuff, and how you can alter your state so that you can hack into your flat cells. That would be nice, wouldn't it, if they're all flat, and release, reset and reconnect with your body. So that's what we're all about here. We're actually hacking into your cells, and we're altering your states, and we're altering your mental thoughts, because there's nothing as responsive than your body to your thoughts and your feelings. And I'm here to help you and teach you how you can tune into your body and understand what's going on in your body, so that you can actually thank you for coming, that you can actually understand what's going on in your body, so that you can actually be more and more and more aware of how you're feeling in your body. It's not your fault. The reason that your body is storing fat and craving foods that make you fat, it's not necessarily just to do with the food or the exercise. It has to do with the energy and my dog's scratching, and to do with the whole ambience that you discover that you're in, and that you decide that you're going to be in, and how that's actually creating the energy that then goes on to create the fat cells, store the fat and everything else. You see, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes, and that's what I've been talking about today. I've been talking about the 3 main little causes. So the stress that your body holds, and actually helping you find out, where does your stress come from? Your stress is going to be different to my stress. Somebody who's gone to boarding school, somebody who's had an abusive partner, somebody who had bullies as parents, somebody who's got financial stress, somebody, there's lots of different kinds of stress. You can also be bringing stress from a past life. You can be bringing stress from a past experience and handed down through you through generations. That has nothing to do with where you are in this present moment, but it can still have a very strong underlying feeling that's going on for you. We also talked today about scarcity. We talked about how that is affecting you and your energy, in the fact that if you are coming from a very scarce and lack and not enough feeling, and that's going to have an energetic response within your body as well. You're going to be going, oh, there's not enough coming. I'm a bit worried about my finances. I'm a bit worried about what's coming in the future. So when you're in that state of mind, when you're in that feeling, when you're in that energy, your body automatically goes into like a hoarding mode, and it saves it for later. It's fuel for later. People like to believe that they know their own body and that they can see so clearly what's going on, but unfortunately they really believe that the only way to do this is by restricting their food and restricting and increasing their exercise. It would be nice if it's the other way around, wouldn't it? Restricting their food and increasing their exercise. They believe strongly that that's the only way to reshape your body. Now, it may very well be that that's the best way for you to do it, but you can't do it if you're in a certain panic-stricken mode all the time, because that's going to be causing more stress on your body. So I'm here just now just to recap everything that I've been talking about today, and to give you a little bit of a chance to ask a question or understand what's going on. And I'm going to be giving you the 3 tips, the 3 solutions that's going to help you in each particular area, whether it's stress, scarcity, and the last one that I covered, which was what? Survival mode. When your body goes into survival mode, when you're in stationary mode, when you've hit the pause button and you just realise that your life has stayed the same for like ever, and you're not moving forward, you're waiting, you're playing the waiting game because you actually really want certain things to be happening, but you're not taking any of the action to make it happen. because of fear, because of all sorts of different things that we went over later. I went into that in some depth. So you can figure it all out quite easily, what's going on for you, which one of the three are making the biggest impact and influencing your body the most. I have a free ebook. It's a workbook which actually helps you identify which particular little known cause that I'm talking about today that's influencing your body the most. So if you'd like to take that up, then I'll put it in the chat, and you can have that. You can download it and you can go through the workbook and you can work out which one, if you don't know already, which one of the three is the most influential on your body right now. So that's one of the things I'll be doing. And I'm also doing later on in the week, on Thursday evening, and I'm going to be carrying on in that theme as well. And I'm going to be doing a masterclass, like a webinar, and I'm going to be here live answering your questions, and I'm going to be giving you the 3 ways that you can actually go in and you can turn all this around. You can reverse it in a heartbeat. So, for example, with the stress side of things, so we talked about the stress already. Where is that stress coming from for you? We're going to work out, hopefully, a little bit better, getting a little bit clearer about what is actually triggering you, what's actually triggering your stress. Again, I'll say it again, your stress will be different to my stress, depending on your experiences, depending on your circumstances and what's going on for you. But it is essential that you work out what is causing you the stress. So what I'll be teaching you is the stress gauge, and I'll be doing a little bit of that tonight. Later on tonight as well, I'll be teaching you the stress gauge, basically your highest point of stress and your lowest point of stress, so that you can get your stress down in a heartbeat. And I'll be teaching you very, very quickly how to do that. It's a technique, it's a practice that takes less than 5 minutes. You can do it in any single situation that you're in once you're practiced at it, and you'll have a huge stress release going on immediately. That will help you enormously. From that place, I can take you into your safe place. An awful lot of women don't know how to feel safe. They feel quite vulnerable. They feel that they are on automatically just being vigilant the whole time. I know that when my boys were little, single mum, my sleep changed, my ability to sleep changed, because I was on guard the whole time. And a mother knows what that sound is in the background, what it came from. Is it a door slamming? Is it something breaking? Is it something to be scared of? Is it something to be aware of? Is it something you need to run and fix? I was in a friend's house probably about a year ago, and she had little boys, and some big crash happened in the bedroom, and she didn't even move. She kind of went, okay. And I was like, wow, that sounded awful. She goes, oh, I know exactly what's just fallen over. It's not a problem. We're on duty the whole time as mothers or as people. You know, we have this vigilance going on, and that alters our level of energy and our level of stress, just to show you that stress comes from a different place. Something that worries me won't necessarily worry you. Hands, dirty hands all over the settee, or things breaking, things dropping on the floor can sort of like make me jump in the past. But now I'm able to kind of go, I don't need to worry about that. Bring my energy down into me and don't get so concerned about it. Find my safe place within all of this. Especially if there's a lot of things going on at the time, I can be quite stressed. Like if I go into a city or something, I can be very influenced by a lot of other people's energy. So you need to know how to build up your own boundaries and how you can feel really safe yourself in whatever situation you're in. As far as scarcity goes, there are certain things that you can do. I call something that I do called a DDD. Dear Delusional Diary, and I write in my Dear Delusional Diary most days, and I set up my day and I set up what it is that I want. If you don't know what you want, it's very difficult to get into that mode. It's very difficult to understand that you want something better than you already have. Scarcity, if you remembered from my earlier broadcast, is often the fact that you've got no idea what you want. I know that when I came to live in France, I had everything. I had everything that I'd already put in my perfect day scenario, my perfect day journal. I'd already put in that I wanted to live in France. I knew what kind of sunshine was coming through the windows. I knew how I was going to wake up. I had my children. I had my job. I'd created the detox retreat, detox and reboot coaching retreat, so that we could work through the stress, so that we could work through the scarcity, so that we could work through the survival modes. And I had the partner. I had money coming in. I had money in the bank. What I wasn't aware of was that I hadn't moved forward. I hadn't kind of set the next thing out. So my dear delusional diary is often just helping me to kind of go, ooh, I want that. I want something different. For example, somebody said to me the other day, oh, you know, my mother-in-law, she goes away for at least 1 week on her own every single year. So she goes off to a retreat, or she goes off, and I was like, oh, I want that, but I want to go horse riding. I want to go to Montana. And so here was something new that was triggered in me, something else that I could dream of, something else that I could fantasize about, and it made me feel so excited. Remembering, there's nothing more responsive than your body to your thoughts and your feelings. So if we're going to manifest a new life, if we're going to manifest the house, the partner, the kids, the salary, the job, which is what I've done, but I never actually went anything further. So I ended up in survival mode, and I ended up very stagnant and on pause because I hadn't worked out what I wanted next. We're always evolving, and we're always wanting to thrive just a little bit better than we are today. So we need to be able to build that in as well. So to get out of those modes, you can find out what your missing nutrients are. I found out by doing my delusional diary that I was so missing adventure. Hence the sort of the horse riding. I didn't want to go and sit in a monastery for a week like my ex-mother-in-law. That's what she does every year. She spends a week on her own, just like in solitude, doing that, meditating. I'm like, no, I don't want that. No, maybe a day, but no, I want adventure. That's how I found out what that missing nutrient was for me. Once I fulfill that, it has an afterburn for about a week or a month, and I'm still living on that story. I'm still living on that energy, and that's the exciting thing, which makes me feel fulfilled. And I'm not looking for fulfillment from food. I'm not looking for fulfillment from someone else. I'm not looking for fulfillment elsewhere. I'm fulfilled on the inside. To ignite this woman that you want to be in the next phase of your life, first of all, you really want to feel quite relaxed. You want to know where your safe place is, so that at any time you can go there. You want to know what you want so that you can move on and you can get there easily and quickly. And you just find everything kind of thrilling. And to ignite her, you want to know how she wakes up in the morning, how she feels, how she dresses. What feeling is it that you want the most? What feeling is it that drives you? That's what we're going to be putting out there later on this evening, 7 o'clock UK time and 8 o'clock, 2000 hours Central Europe time. We're going to be going into the feeling that you want the most. Somebody's ringing, so that's good news. There you go. I'll call them back in a minute. So those are the things that we need to be putting in. Low stress levels. What did I say? Dear diary, knowing what you wanted, and igniting yourself into this woman that is absolutely phenomenal, that is absolutely having her way with the world, pleasured and fulfilled. And that certainly undoes and reverses those 3 little causes that are having your body gaining and storing the fat. What we're doing by doing that is we're reversing that load completely. Okay, so on Thursday I will be doing a little bit more detail, and I'll be leading you through particular meditations so that you can actually get into these states easier and easier and easier. So please join me there. I will be putting a link in the little chat later on. And later on this evening, 7 o'clock UK time, 2000 CET, Central European time, I'll be guiding you through a very quick meditation that helps you understand what it feels like to be in the body that you want to feel in the next phase of your life. All right, Fiona Robertson, fine, signing out.